Why are superheroes destined to be lonely? Marvel has given us the most heart-wrenching answer in 15 years. The first pair is Wanda and Vision. The love between Wanda and Vision was destined to be a tragedy from the very beginning. One is a mutant, and the other is an artificial intelligence. Their relationship was as fragile as a bubble. When Thanos attacked, Wanda destroyed Vision with her own hands. But then she watched helplessly as he was resurrected by the Time Stone, only to be killed again when Thanos dug out the stone with his bare hands. The second time was even more cruel. Vision's body was taken away by the government for autopsy and research. Wanda didn't even have the right to hold a funeral for him. This kind of pain directly caused her to have a mental breakdown. The false reunion in Westview Town, woven with chaos magic, eventually turned into a ring scattered in her blood. The birth of Marvel's craziest goddess is nothing more than a girl being tortured by fate thousands of times. The second pair is Thor and Jane. The love between Thor and Jane is just like a long-distance relationship in real life. One has to protect the 9 realms, and the other has to focus on scientific research. In the end, they could only break up reluctantly. In Thor, Love and Thunder, Jane became the mighty Thor. But fate played a cruel trick on them again. Jane had cancer. Although Mjolnir gave her power, it also accelerated the spread of cancer cells. Then she lifted the hammer for Thor one last time, and dissipated as light in Thor's arms, leaving only a sentence. The third pair is Spider-Man and his girlfriend. When Andrew Garfield's Spider-Man first met Gwen, at that moment, he was no longer the hero protecting the city, but just a young man in the first flush of love. However, fate is always especially cruel to Spider-Man. When Gwen fell amidst the chaos created by the Green Goblin, the spider silk that was supposed to save countless lives became the most painful nightmare of his life. He spread his fingers and reached out to the falling body, but he couldn't hold on to the departing soul.
Stay with me, stay with me.
When Andrew Garfield, in the multiverse of Spider-Man, No Way Home, saw another heroine falling, his muscle memory was faster than quantum entanglement. This time, he finally achieved redemption with his own body instead of the spiderweb, but the scar on the girl's forehead in his arms shattered all his illusions. The blonde girl who haunted his dreams will forever be sealed in the clock tower in the late autumn of her 19th year, when the memory-erasing spell swept through the world. At the moment when the doorbell of the coffee shop rang, another Peter saw the faintly visible scar on his hairline. That is the evidence of their love, and also the reason why he has to let go. He counted the frequency of her eyelash trembles, just as precisely as he counted the seconds of her fall that night. Superheroes can reset the timeline, but they are forever trapped in the Mobius strip where, the greater their power, the more they dare not say they love you. The fourth pair is Iron Man and Pepper Potts. Tony Stark was a genius, a billionaire, and a playboy, but after meeting Pepper, he completely settled down. She was not only his lover but also his savior, even though they had a daughter named Morgan, and lived the peaceful life he had dreamed of. Tony finally chose to sacrifice himself. Pepper wore the rescue armor and fought by his side until the end, but she broke down and cried when Tony was on the verge of death. Marvel has told us in 15 years that saving the world is a responsibility, and losing the one you love is the destiny of a superhero.